So guys, just got over COVID. What fun that was. And then I've got something else. Anyways, we promised you we would open the new DJI FPV, first person video combo. I think it's been out for a little while, but it's new to me. I have a few drones, needed something a bit quicker to keep up with these builds and the Infraction dual Scorch GT monster that we're building, and any other projects. And also it's nice to go for a fly. So let's open the box and see what we have inside. Personally, my experience using goggles is I feel sick, even though I work at sea. Anyway, how do we get in here? Oh, there's a place there. A bit sniffy, sorry. Alright. Is this open like that? Yeah, more bladey type usage needed. Cut. Chop. Wow, look at that. Actually, it's smaller than I thought it would be. Cool. Weighs some as well. How's that? Looks a bit like their old one that used to transform. Rad. Collision avoidance, 4K filming, gimbal. This thing is meant to do 86 odd miles an hour. Though that won't keep up with the very top end of my speed cars. Nice. Alright, so that's that. Goggles. They're looking nice actually. I see you can get some skins for these. Don't know if it's true as well. It's like a 14-kilometer range or something. Line of sight with no interference, I would say. And somewhere under here we have the controller. That'd be the antennae. Looks just like a big Xbox controller. Loads of buttons. We like that. Awesome. Some spinny wings. One set of spinny wings. Blades. I've ordered some yellow ones. They should come today. More spinny blades. They look like they'll just shatter on impact. So don't have to worry about getting my fingers chopped off so much. One of my big drones had full carbon, and there's no way I wanted to get hit by that. Not a chance. Right, in this box, another box of gel, some kind of nose coney thing, some rubber, charge lead, another power lead, the manuals of which we do not read. More cables, antennas, and all sorts of bits. Oh yeah, okay, so more boxes, more bits and bobs. This must be the charger. Weighs a ton. Oh, where's that, the battery? Man, they're clever the way they fold this cardboard. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Charger. I've always hated these chargers. Why they can't just give you like a normal charger that you can use for other things, or give you the option to use a better charger. So in this bag we have, that'll be the strap for the goggles. Nicely made. Like that. There's the drone. Right, so in this bag, it looked like we had a brighter nose cone. So when you lose it, you'll find it. Yeah, that'll go on here, something like that, I would say. That'd be cool. Like that. Team colours. Really well made. Huh. didn't need to unfold it. Okay, so this will be the battery. I thought they were big clunky batteries. Actually, that's right. Flat needs charging. That's right. USB-C controller. So on, off, up, down, left, right, strafe, land, record, some other mode buttons, start and stop. This is meant to have a handbrake as well, so when it's all going wrong, presses the button, which is probably maybe that button, who knows. We'll have a look in a minute, and the thing will stop and just hover and wait for you to sort your life out. Don't know what they are either. So you've got little screw-in sticks as well. So screw in like so. Feels nice, actually, quite high quality, comfortable, a little bit of weight in it. I feel like I should be playing Steam Deck or Xbox with it instead of like a proper controller, but those are the antennas that just screw on. Right, so I think it's 4. So they screw in there. Looks like a charge cable. Nice. So we've got your focus. Oh no, those move your eyes in and out. If you've got inny eyes or outy eyes or one of each, you can fully adjust it. That's cool. Not sure I can get my glasses on in there. We'll have to see. Hope so, otherwise I won't be able to use it. Like the Oculus, I don't know if you play Oculus, they have this ring that you put in here, and it extends this sort of seal out so that you can get your glasses on in behind. Cool. Some mode buttons, cursor directions, a couple of buttons on the side. I'm really going to have to use this in anger to talk more about it, which hopefully will happen in the next day or so. And then in here, as I thought, that'll be a USB-C connector for the charger, various other power cables to charge the headset, UK mains plug. Well, okay, so we've got sensors underneath for hovering, I would say, and collision avoidance. We've got ultrasonics, I think. So it can see the ground, or hear the ground. And then under here, somewhere, there's a camera. We'll have a proper look at it just before we fly it. But I'm going to, off camera, put the rotors and everything on, because you've got to get them the right way round. My Bebop will only allow you to put the blades on in the right order, so hopefully this is the same. Motors feel quite torquey as well. Heatsink there to keep it nice and cool. And you can see all the processor and stuff inside its brain. Pretty rad. I need to do some reading tonight to see whether I have to put my registration number on here clearly, because of the drone regulations here in the UK. Brush up. But I did see in the app that there is there's a map, and it'll show you no-go zones and stuff, which is pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure it'll report you if you go and try and fly, or at least stop you from flying in those areas, unless you have permission. Yeah, sexy thing. Like it. So here's the drone. We did a little bit of stuff with this off camera. Got this nice little bumper thing, which is meant to save the camera. I'm not 100% sure it will, but I think it's better to have it than not, and it's meant to not interfere with the camera. So under here we have the memory card slot and a USB slot. all the sensors look for everything. So we are going to put a memory card in here so that we can format it. So many of these, as I'm sure you do. And then we just stuff that in its bottom. Well, just like so. Cover it up so that none of the dirt gets in. And then when we next turn that on, we will format that, and we can film some onboard footage. I've got millions of these useless things. The other thing I want to do is put that other canopy on it, so it's a little less stealthy. So we should do that quickly. So you have to get a little brutal with it. It's kind of clipped on. Oh my goodness. And the camera. Alright, we don't want that bit. That's not the camera. Okay. It's a front cowling to cover everything. So this then goes on. Clips in somehow. Come on. That one's in. That side's in. Then we need to put this fella back on. Oh, don't hurt the camera. If I break it, at least you won't make the same mistakes. There you go. Looking better already. And this fella. Let the camera not break it.
Did what I had to do, and this is enough for me. Never meant to be a winner, never meant to be a quitter, but this is how it was satisfaction.
So again, red, red, white, white, or black, black, white dot, no dot. You'll have some kind of markings on your blades. Dots go to the colour. You push this on, locate the tabs, rotate the motor to lock. Blade on, push down, rotate, lock. Oh yeah, angry. So there you have it, the DJI Goggle 2s or whatever, the DJI controller V2 and the FPV drone. Like I said, 86 miles an hour claimed. We'll get a GPS on it, see whether it will fly with that GPS on. I think it will, because you can get a GoPro converter to sit GoPro on top of it, so if it can fly with that, it can fly with a GPS. We'll see what it does. Maybe it'll go quicker. That would be cool. 100 mile an hour would be cool. Not that it'll keep up with a lot of our cars now, but you know, a bit of fun. Anyways, let's get it together. I'm going to do that off camera, and then we'll go out and have a fly, and then we'll talk about how it feels, whether it makes me sick. Be there, you'll see it. Alright, later. So, yeah, I had a little play with this. I haven't flown it yet, so don't worry, that'll be an experience I'll share. But we're just going to set this up now so that we can do a bit of training. What annoys me is you have to use the goggles to connect to the iPad to use the training software that DJI have. So you got USB-C here next to the memory, so you put that in, and annoyingly the battery is separate. If you had an Oculus, which I know is VR, but the battery is built in. I don't understand why. So press and then press again. Ding, ding, ding. Here the fan. Yeah, why Oculus can have all the stuff it has in it, head tracking and all of that, and yet this thing has a battery outside. Anyways, so we're going to use DJI Fly, hopefully. So as I said, you have to connect the goggles to the battery to the goggles to the iPad. This is an iPad Pro, latest gen. We've done the software update. We're not going to use DJI Fly. I'm lying. It's called DJI. What is it called? Virtual Flight. Sorry. DJI Fly is what you use to fly the drone. Now we need to turn that, press the button, then press and hold. Boodaloo. It sounds like my door lock. Oh, there we go. Yeah, alright, whatever. Waffle. So, you can see there, everything I'm doing in here. For some reason the drone is way off. Where are we? Are we even flying? Yeah, we are. So, mode switch goes into crazy mode, and then it wants you to recenter everything. Whoa. So this is what I wanted to show you. The reason why you don't go into crazy mode, sport mode I think it is, because there is nothing aided in this at all. You have to fly it yourself. Oh, dumper truck, tree. Yeah, so if not, this is basically what happens, and then you smash up your drone. But if you go to basic mode, so on this switch here, all the way up the top, it's very calm. It's what you would expect. Well, in fact, it's a little bit too calm. It's very easy to fly. Whoa. Still able to make mistakes, but as you can see, a lot calmer. Oh, that would have been expensive. That's the idea of having training. Get on this and learn to fly if you can't fly already. Oh, I missed it. So that's on your easiest mode. Now click to the middle, and you're still aided, but now we're in a bit more of a sporty mode. Oops, crashing. Up, whoa, nearly hit the floor. So here we go. Shall we try and go through the building? Can we do it? Yes. So there you go. You do have a handbrake mode, so if we hit this button, so if we're in full manual, which, I mean, I've flown 3D helicopters and all sorts of things. This to me feels harder than that. But anyway, it's all going south. Press this button and she'll go into calm mode, as I would call it, and hover. I guess we need to try that out for real. So this switch will still be in full manual, but because you'll have had a close one and you've hit that handbrake and hover button, it'll allow you to get her under control to where you want her, and then you'll hit this button again, back into full manual, reset the sticks, and then There you go. The other thing you need to remember if you go to full manual is that you'll need to take this cover off, I think, and adjust the spring so that the throttle is down here, just like a 3D helicopter, not in the middle. Otherwise, when you go to take off, as soon as you let that center, power comes on. Bye-bye drone. So now what we need to do is have a bit more practice with this, and then take it out in the field, in the real world. And now, because of the drone regulations, which have been around for a while now, I have to label this drone now with my identification number, which runs out in a couple of months, and I'll have to resit the little exam, and I'll be reissued, and I think that lasts now for a year. Don't be operating your drone without it, because you'll not only be in a lot of trouble probably, it's law. I don't even know how to land this yet. There used to be a land button. Oh, view, look at that. If you want to not be in the goggles, how cool is that? Oh, back in. Yeah, there you go. Alright, let's get rid of that. Alright, so what have we got in here? This is the software we use. I just want to have a look. There. Yeah, we're a complete beginner. We're not. I'd say I'm intermediate. There you go. You get all of this help on the app. Unboxing and activation. That's always a useful one. So straight into YouTube, and you can watch everything about it. We don't need to do that. We've just done that. Thank you. Fly spots. We've got an enhanced warning zone. It knows where I live. It knows where I am, or it should do. So you come up with this map. So I live here somewhere. Beautiful piece of the world. Nice places to go fly. But I do have an airport just here. Go a bit closer in. So as you can see, you do not fly here. You don't fly here without permission. You don't fly here, I believe, without permission. And here you fly and you take it under your responsibility to know, the restrictions, which it will come up and tell you the restrictions. There's another airport up there. And there's various places, obviously Isle of Wight. But wherever you are, this will know. As you can see, over the whole of the UK, as you keep expanding it, it'll show you all the danger zones and where not to fly. Although they're not liable for this. It's up to you to know the rules and to follow them. And then you can have satellite map and information. So here you go. Red, restricted zone. Blue, authorization zone, so yes, you have to get permission. The black, as I said, is altitude, so around me it's 500 meters is the maximum, but I think you can only go to 400 meters. You'll have to check that. Things change all the time. Enhanced warning zone. This will display a message. Recommended zones. I haven't seen any of those yet, but I haven't looked. Special altitude zones. So you've got a key, basically. It's been made to be numpty proof, as numpty proof as possible, because there is an awful lot of them out there that just want to fly wherever they want, and then they make it difficult for us who want to abide by the rules. Yes, rules are boring, but they're there to keep people safe. And the last thing you want to do is put your 900-pound drone into the front of an airplane. I don't even think about what happens to you for that. I'm sure the plane will be fine, bird strikes and that, but let's not test it out. So that's kind of the software. The other thing you can do with this is you can plug your iPad into the side of the goggles, and you can basically have the display on your iPad like a ground station. So here you go, it shows you how to connect. So there's all sorts of useful things. But as I said, if the goggles make you sick, which they used to make me, you can hang the goggles on a tripod with a mount with your iPad, and then basically fly using the screen with very low latency. What would be nice is obviously the control pad. Would be nice if it had somewhere to stick a mobile phone. It doesn't. It's really annoying, as you can see here. You flip up the antenna, but there's no provision for any kind of screen phone. You know, it'd be nice to put the phone here so you could use your mobile. DJI sort it, or at least the Pro controller. This is controller 2. Pro controller, which is compatible with the Mavic Pros and Mavic 3s or whatever. It'd be nice if you made that compatible, although that I think is like £800–900 for that controller, but it does have the screen and everything built in. Yeah, there you go. Time to take this thing and go. Maybe crash, who knows. Subscribe, smash the bell.